To tell you nothing, I guess you know I ain't saying that. And if you talking, looking like you snitching, talking about you getting a lot of nothing. Still, you look like you was with it, looking like you wanna get it. I see her, she came with it, brand new, the car kitted. Still, no, you couldn't get it. If I had to go and get it, I guess it was a picker litter. You was smelling like some dirty fecal matter, kitty litter. In my game, my cards that I'm holding, spading, looking like you still hating. So you still be demonstrating. You couldn't even portraying. You was poor in your trait, talking like it's the time you living. Take your time and do your fate. Your fate just left you before your date. Your date just came with me, not too late. Still was getting it all in, looking like I poke her in. And if I didn't leave her out, I guess I didn't leave her doubt. You asking questions, I guess you still couldn't even figure it out. She was on like ooh and ow, took her like a newer route. You was on the old path, she said you was not laughing. What would happen? She said he ain't gonna be laughing, cause she know tonight she's staying with me and you gonna be at home rapping it up, no mummy, getting all in the tummy. She said, what you wanna do? To make, hey, that was my reply. I see her, I just see like hi, and then she came back like she leaving with me, then we gonna lie. If we didn't even lay, guess you know it's gonna be. Yeah, like it now and later, if you didn't now and hey, if you wanna know how the flow can go and never know who going off, and if I'm going too that crazy, I guess I've been too that often. Off is that new and way, looking like he didn't care, and you just listening to the flow. You wanna hear what he gonna say, and he gonna say that he ain't playing. If we listen, we did okay, and we gonna say we going in, but he think that he ain't no way, and the way ain't even made for him. He ain't even slave for them. Looking like we living, working, we ain't hustle things for them. Things ain't even off those wrists. The water ain't that dirty whip. That dirty whip is rolling out. See me pulling up, rolling up like Phillips. Looking like I gotta feel you, why you gotta try to get me? You ain't even feel me in, your girl just wanna feel again. I guess I gotta get her like she Will Smith again. Like she wanna go and get a picket fence all off the white then. Look at her, the flow, I'm going in, that's this light then. Like this just be quite exciting, looking like you see my Titan. Looking like it's Tennessee and trying to cop it for the kin. Like it's far from Caribbean, like you didn't know I was being. And if you looking far, I guess it's not a reason you ain't seeing. Cause there ain't no poor in my trait, it's a rich dad. Looking like I'm from Richmond, you a bitch, tag on your toe. Looking like you ain't know, and if you didn't even know, I guess Jane told you so. Off the toe and hill, talking about you toe and feel. And if you gotta throw your hands, I guess I'm Tyson in the field. Cause I ain't biting how you feel, and you ain't liking how I feel. And liking how I is, liking like a dog. And if you try to flip dog backwards, liking like a god. And if you dummy, I guess you gotta get more like a god. And if you gotta be a gorgon, looking like I'm snoring, looking like I sleep on niggas before they think they won. And you ain't going in who won. The girl freak, she wanna be all star like she was in a porn. And if you didn't even phrase, I guess I'm going too and crazy. You see me looking like who amazing. If I ask you, you gon' play. Playing say you pausing in. See me coming around your girl and your man still pause again. You a girl, I'm the man. And if you wanna see me come around, I pause you before your plan. And if you wanna see my hustle whip, I guess you see my cardigan. Cool like it was winter, but I'm high like it was summer. And your girl just lost my number because she took it down and under. She just took it off the base, looking like it's Microsoft before you took it out my face. And that's off the book before it got to meta me. She just wants some more piece. Gave her a whole lot before you even had the cop piece. The cop could even Roger 5-0 like I was getting rabbits, carrots, and she wanna come around and be Jessica Rabbit. Had to grab it. She was with me like she tracing dick, looking like she a fed, talking to detectives, tracing dick. Tracing calls before you heard me going off. And if you see the white with the yellow, I guess you know it ain't solved. But if my leather looking standard, I guess I'm still be instrumented. I guess I'm flowing. Your beat sounded like it was really just a minute. And even if I didn't go too square with my game in there, looking like it's occupied. Wall Street money like I occupy. And if you wanna get it, call Amari like it's octoped. Talking about you get it while I spit it, that's just off your head. And if it's not a freestyle, I guess I didn't spit it off the head. You was listening, I'm dodging, ducking like assist from Fed. That's it off the screen. While you knocking, that's a CIS. You ain't even seen. And if you see how it is, I guess you see an INA. And if I alpha played in the game, I guess y'all niggas in the way. That's that O to that mega, looking like it's ended finished. And if you gotta go get it, I guess you know it's not ended. And if it ended, I guess we done. I guess we finished before we won. And if you look, I guess you didn't. So you a loser, son. And if you lose, I guess I got it before you get her. She just wanna come around. She said you ain't even little to the game. You was big to the name. You was big and ringing bells like you getting Papa again. Like you big and Papa again. Going up like hey and hey. Looking like you see and going off before you sleep in K. Before you get your Z's okay. Before you didn't know your plan. Nostradamus told you the future before you knew your man. You knew your man could be a darn win. And if you gotta go right there, I guess you didn't know I win. So you could still be a loser before you get a Charlie back. Phonetic code before you had the alpha phonetic bobble. That Bobble couldn't tell Charlie how to go and see a Delta. Looking like I echo this out like I ain't here to sell you. Here to sell you out before you didn't know how fast could try. Looking like you had to play golf before you just lost a lot. Lost in the woods like it's cabin with no fever. Like you thought about your fever before your mind gave you amnesia. Before you didn't even know how you hoe can tellin' dough. Why your hoe be telling foe. I guess you didn't even though. Looking like you getting cast before you didn't know those. Wake you up before you see India with no nose those. That's just for those who ain't getting a lot of street, get a lot of sleep, still praying that they can still eat, even dirty on the feet, but still walking clean paths, thinking about your religion before the Hindus show you what they have. And if you didn't know how the J can go, looking like Juliet didn't even know about me though. And if she did know, I guess it's hard like Romeo. I guess I'm roaming like Caesar before you did and see where I go. Took her before she got seeds, that's in zones. On the squid game, playing like our game ain't at home. home on the base, grand slam. Looking like you see me going off like Atlanta Braven. Still brave before I became a Richmond, before you seen a slave. That's just off the Santa Marie. Praying for those standing sea. And even if you did fall, pray that you did stand tall. That's his firm with no landing. Looking like it's comprehended. If you didn't know who planning. And if you gotta go off A, B, C, D, A, E, I, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H, I, J, K before you gotta say okay. Kilo me, kilo off that water whipping. Looking like you didn't know. And if I told you phonetic code, I guess you didn't really show. And that's just off of taking L's. Lima go to Peru as well. I did do good like it's Peruvian and hustle scale. Hustle off the petty mail. You ain't even talking in. See me how I didn't take a L and you said walking in. Walking in and see how I took your loser. Lost her like I left her with you just so you can know you loser. Off the L. That's just that mic. And off the mic I didn't write. In November you still calling for 9/11. Like somebody needs to get it before you didn't even send it. Send it off your thanks before you're giving. If you got it, thank the Lord. I guess you know his Lord's willing. And that's just off of that. Oh, to the Oscar delay. Oh, to the Oscar delay. Hoya. Before you didn't see the Georgetown with no Hoya. And I just told you like I rode around Toyota Sequoia. Looking like you wanna see me like you missing the quarters. Talking about you pitching, but you ain't playing a quarter. It's more like an inning. And I was in the base, on the base off before you got your first inning. And it's not dependent on what you knew. Because if you didn't know, the Papa told you to. Papa took it straight to John's. Looking like a pizza on. The Bitcoin got Satoshi before you got on Game Mario go-kart playing with Yoshi. And you couldn't even eat the whole street, so you won't. You looking like you hungry, but the streets got a sweep sauna. Sauna like a heater, like you talking like you sweating in a tight wife beater. Your wife ain't a cheater. She a good chick. She said she wanna see you hustle hard, good brick. Brick was out the house. That's the road to the yelling no. Looking like who fed and telling though. And if you telling, I guess you like Janet with no yelling though. Nope, talking loud, looking like who black and brown. That's just Afro-American, praying for a Caucasian. And then the Asian, got that new persuasion. Still God good and Jesus still amazing. That's just off that Cohen ran. Looking like I co-sponsor before you got your petty plan. Before you stood tall and ran. On saying, walking with the path in Christ. Looking like the passion back, right before you asking twice. And if you didn't know, you passing eye on. Looking like it's going in. Never had to finish before I know that you was gonna end. And I took it back to what you know. Quebec was off to Canada before I said where Papa go. That's a Q and RST. And before you gotta know that you could reap a Franklin respect me. And that's to be frank, praying for Miss LaBelle. Like I did good as well. Before you did every woman. Before you didn't shock a Connie. Before you see a Connie running. Before I came around and standing tall. Before y'all see me running. Looking like a baby. Like booming living for those new ones out the 80s and the 90s. Like you wanna clean it up. I guess I had that dirty handed. You was standing in front before I came right behind it. Say what's up to what you wanna know. You just went off the Quebec before you had heard of Romeo. Romeo didn't tell you though. Before you had to see how far the Sierra go. That's that tango. Dancing on stage like Emmett Smith with the stars like I'm playing with tango. You was looking like a owner, like a one with Django. Looking like you didn't know before I told you how things go. And that's off of 2, 1 and then. Looking like it's a freestyle, one take, who, one again. That's that you would know how form. I guess I filled it out with no reform. And if you didn't want, that's just off the infrastructure before you get your stimuli. Looking like you gotta reply before the Romeo did. Why? That's just off the alpha with no phonetic. Looking like you didn't get it before I didn't even let it go to those letters. And if it didn't go to numbers, I guess it's looking like you had a few hot more summers. Talking about 17 before you even served your 5. Before you live it, gotta think about the simple before your temper get your fade right. And if you gotta get who paid tight, looking like you put it in the jar for your head. And if you looking like you hustling, you ain't think of your fed eating. Looking like we live before you still gotta see it greeting. And that's right back to the armed force uniform. And looking like you understand, but you were still looking deformed. And that's off the Vic. Before you got a victory, I guess I took your shit. And if you didn't know how the Yankee win a war again, talking about you civil, I guess you didn't know a sore again. So a loser couldn't be a winner even if you tried. Looking like you asking questions like T and R and Y. And if you why, I guess you didn't. Asking questions, no reply. That's just off the sleeping Zulu. Like you wanna sleep with Zeddy. Like you wanna get Edie's VD with a nappy flow. Looking like you going to have dreads to tell me what you know. And if it's not judging dread, I guess it's not at your head. I guess your future told you leg. Leg can leave you pencil before you in the pen. Looking at the seal before it's sealing in you clothes. Looking like you dressed up in some state clothes. That's just orange before you got your apple. Looking like they hustle you out, work you, water, whip you, snapple. Looking like you getting dapples too. Dap your crew before they right back at you. Talking about what you gotta do. Nothing yet. Fill you in, thanks for giving. With everything that God given us, we just thanks for giving. And thanks for giving before the food can enter your stomach. And looking like you sick, so go ahead and vomit.